Your future employment may depend on this knowledge. My name is Doug Aiden, and I am on the ballot in Colorado Congressional District 4. My education is in accounting, and I currently own a manufacturing business in Colorado. Thank you for taking time to view my short presentation on the effects of income taxes on your life. Now hang in there. I know you may hate story problems, but this one will be solved before your very eyes. Congresswoman Markey is touting the need to increase taxes on the rich. So who are these people? Let's look at an illustration. Jane owns a business that makes widgets. Jane is a great business person, and she helps to support 8 other families in her community. Her accountant advised her to set up an S corporation, which allows the profits to flow through to her personal income. This year, their sales were $2 million. Now, Jane had $300,000 worth of parts at the beginning of the year, and she bought another $1 million during the year. But sales were not as she had anticipated, so she was left with $500,000 of parts at the end of the year. Her customers did not pay as promptly this year, so the money she was owed went from $200,000 to $250,000. Jane had borrowed money to get her business started and to buy equipment, and each year she has to pay back $15,000 per month. So let's look and see how successful Jane was. We know her sales were $2 million, and she can subtract the parts she used, which is $800,000, and the $350,000 she paid in wages, and the other business expenses, advertising, rent, utilities, etc., of $550,000. All right, Jane, you made $300,000. Now all Jane does is put that $300,000 on her 1040 return and add the $40,000 of wages she made from the company. $340,000. Congratulations, Jane, you're wealthy. So she now owes approximately $100,000 in taxes. If Congress fails to extend the tax cuts and her rate is increased by about 5%, in this case her tax bill would go to $120,000. But why is Jane so sad? Now, the rest of the story. Cash flow, cash flow. The death of business is negative cash flow. Maybe we should take a look at Jane's cash flow. She spent $200,000 on parts she did not use, paid back $180,000 on money she had borrowed, and she had an additional $50,000 that hopefully her customers are going to pay sometime. So since her company had generated $300,000 in profits, and we have discovered her outflows of $430,000, oh no! She had to borrow $130,000 to stay in business, and she still has a tax bill on top of that. So next year, she not only has to pay back the original amount that she had borrowed, that $15,000 a month, but now she also has an additional $230,000 to pay back. Shouldn't we raise taxes on the wealthy? Will Jane try another year? Well, the truth be told, mathematically, Jane can recover in the next year if she convinces all of her customers to pay early, and if she controls her parts level closer, and if the income tax rates do not increase. She will only need to increase her annual sales to $4.2 million. Good luck with that, Jane. Will Jane need to cut employees? Will she even try another year? Increase the tax rates and find out. So what is the effect in Colorado Congressional District 4 if Congress allows the tax cuts on small businesses and those earning $250,000 or more to expire? Take a look for yourself. According to these calculations, we would lose an additional 1,600 to 1,800 jobs each year. Not something I'm willing to accept. Not only does raising income taxes slow economic growth, but more importantly, it deprives citizens of their property. So, should we permanently extend those tax cuts during a period of deficit spending? Well, that also sounds irresponsible. And according to the CBO, which has warned repeatedly that making tax cuts permanent will substantially increase the federal budget deficit, since our desire is not to lose additional jobs, and we can't afford to continually increase the national debt, we must temporarily extend those cuts and immediately deal with the insatiable appetite of the national government to spend your money before we can make these cuts permanent. Please take time to visit our website and consider joining the Citizen Campaign for the Citizen Candidate. Make your vote count towards bringing liberty and prosperity in our land again.